Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is part 4 to my live readings. I want to thank everybody who has been waiting to receive their message. I'm just waiting for everybody to come into this. And yeah, just waiting for everybody to join. Waiting on all y'all to join. Drinking my lemonade. And yeah. Oh my god, I guess I'm gonna eat something real quick. John brought me this. Yum. Yum. Cheers, you guys. It's just lemonade. But cheers. Okay, I'm eating. Hang on. Gotta get my brain food. I have a problem. I want to lose weight, but I also really love cream cheese. Anybody else identify with that? Alright. Just finishing chewing. Alright, Betty. So, I kind of have a tough love message for you. I feel like you can handle it, okay? I see some awesome opportunities coming in your life, but this card is like a really strong message to you right now. It's saying that you are the problem and you're also the solution. I had this realization dawn on me a couple years ago. I realized like I just really didn't like my life and I was waiting around for opportunities as well. But then I realized, wait, I'm the one that created my life. Like all of my choices and decisions and visions have led me to this point. And if I make different choices, I make different decisions, and I create opportunities, I can create a different life. And so I think this is a message of empowerment for you. I feel like you're very wise. I feel like a lot of people come to you with their problems and like you have solutions for them and like you're so wise. And I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you to like put your energy to yourself right now and create an opportunity to move forward. And I think this has to do with something really creative. It might even have to do with like knitting or weaving or crocheting or making clothing or some kind of project. I don't know, but I see you selling something on Etsy. I don't know if you've ever been on Etsy.com, ETSY.com, but I see you like browsing Etsy and kind of seeing what other people are doing and like finding maybe even embroidery and maybe it's something you've never tried before, or maybe it's something you've kind of always done on the side but you never thought you could like sell it. But I see you selling some kind of craft on Etsy and actually like making bank at it. And so it's like you're using your hands and you're creating something. And so you are starting some kind of new project. It will take many moon cycles, maybe a year, maybe a couple months to get this off the ground. They're saying you're going to have to be very, very patient. But I see people paying you lots of money for whatever this craft is. And I have this joke that I say, I tell people this sometimes, there's people who are making their living. They have like a house, they have like a car, they've got their retirement because they're selling puppets on Etsy. And so there's a side business, it's a side job. And I also see you working in sales. Like yeah, selling things to people. I feel like you're really gifted. You have a really warm, hospitable energy. So I see like two businesses, and both of them have to do with sales. One of them is you're making things with your hands. Another one is like you're selling something to people, like a product or something like that. And so I actually see the next 3 to 4 years, you're bringing in thousands of dollars. And so, and then this is like a house here. And oh, she wrote something. Oh my gosh, I just read your comment, Betty, and you said you're finishing a real estate course. How funny, because I was zeroing in on this house, this castle, and I do feel like you're actually gonna be, yeah, you're probably gonna be selling houses, and maybe that's where the thousands come from. And so then I see investments, I see your wealth growing, and I see your family being very happy because of this. I see you celebrating and giving gifts and everybody really celebrating your success. So there are a lot of career opportunities coming, but I feel like the biggest opportunity that you have right now is actually something that you're not aware of. Like it's something you're going to be making with your hands. So they're saying, you know, it's time for you to use your inner wisdom and get in touch with your desires. And this is also saying lately you've been really dreaming a bigger dream for your life. You've been learning about the law of attraction. And also this says, remember whatever you believe you receive. So try to get yourself into that space of believing that, you know, you're going to be successful in sales, and that that it's possible. And look, here's more houses. Look at all these houses here. How weird is this? I do see the real estate going really, really well. And there's a message about doing it on your own. Like, sometimes you can join a group of real estate agents, or you guys can do it together. I see you being loosely affiliated with a group of people, but just remember to kind of keep your cards close and try to work on your own as like a free agent as much as you can. You don't want other people leeching off your success. I feel like you're going to be very, very successful. And it's time for you to make your mark on the world. I feel like this is a golden era in your life, and your story is not over yet. You're going to be blessed. You've walked a path. It was very, you know, there was a lot of tragedy in the beginning of your life. And it's been a struggle, and I see the end to that struggle. I see you, you know, retiring. I see you relaxing. I see you enjoying yourself. I don't know, I'm seeing you on a beach somewhere. I don't know if you end up with a beach home, or like being near the beach, or you've had a dream of that, but I see that for you in the future. And it's time to take the steps towards manifesting this. So please promise me you'll go on Etsy and you'll kind of research different crafts, and you'll go to the craft store and you'll get supplies, and you'll just start kind of working on that in your downtime. You can hang out, watch TV, and work on your craft and sell it on the side. People will buy it. And they're saying it's not, there's a message coming through. They're saying it's not a stupid idea. It's like, maybe it's an idea you've already had before. I see you doing really well selling things on the internet too. And so I think that's the opportunity that's coming, is first of all, selling the homes. You know, look at all these homes here. And then there could be something in love for you as well. I don't know if you're married. It could be the rekindling of your marriage. It could be somebody new coming in, but something in about 10 months from now, there's a really beautiful energy coming into your love life. So pay attention to that as well. So I hope this resonates with you, Betty. You're very, very gifted. They're saying don't forget about your creative side. You're going to make money through creativity as well. And finances are something that's really important to you right now. And I think that's why I'm getting so many messages about it. And I see your family being really well taken care of. I don't know if there's grandchildren, but or some younger members of your family, maybe nieces, nephews, or something like that. But I see you blessing them, and just, you know, everyone being very happy about your success. And so I hope that that resonates with you, Betty. Thank you so much for your support. I don't know, I feel a lot of really positive energy around you. It's very exciting. So please keep in touch with me and let me know how everything goes. And don't give up. You're very, very close to this big breakthrough that you've been waiting a very long time for. You've been very, very patient and diligent. So just keep going. So who's next, John? Morgan? All right, Morgan, what's up? Let's do this. Career.
Currently getting my AA for psychology, but I've been on the fence about it. I guess my question is, how can I use my natural talents and intuitive abilities to figure out what the right career is?
I was just going to say, Morgan, you are kind of on a spiritual path. So I think that's why you were so drawn to psychology. And look, I just got this service, teacher, and healer card for you. I'm going to pull your spiritual gifts. Yep. You are very psychic, Morgan. I think it's why you're so interested in psychology and like learning about the mind and learning how people work. And I think part of you is thinking maybe I should be a therapist, or like you want to help people in some way. You want to work with the mind. Yeah. I do see you writing books in the future, but that's not until your 40s or 50s. And so the biggest gift you have is the gift of aura reading. So you have the ability to see or sense energy in people's auric field. So when you're around people and you're in their aura, you can get a sense of like what their childhood was like. You can sense if they're in a relationship or not. You can sense if they just had a bad breakup, or if they came from a really heated meeting. You can tell if they're sad or if they're upset. You can sense their emotional state. You might even get flashes of insight about things that have happened to them. And so this is combined with empathy. You are an empath. You have the ability to feel people's emotions. And you're almost like a sponge. Sometimes you might absorb it, not even thinking about it. If somebody's crying, you'll cry too, you know? You're very sensitive to light and colors as well. As a random side note, this also makes you a really good photographer. And so if you ever need to promote yourself online or something, obviously photography, video, that's kind of a way a lot of people do it. It's very visual when you promote yourself, and so you'll do well with that as well. And then you have the gift of astral projection. It sounds very sci-fi, but it's very simple. It just means you're really good at meditating, and you also have really vivid dreams and perhaps even prophetic dreams. So definitely keep a notebook by your bed. Make sure you take notes on your dreams, look up the symbols, ask spirit, what message are you trying to tell me? I feel like you're going to be doing a lot more meditation in the future. I would highly suggest starting with Michael Sealey's YouTube channel. His meditations are awesome. So Michael Sealey, Sealey. John, can you drop a link to Michael Sealey's Meet Your Future Self meditation for Morgan? Morgan, pay attention to the comments because John's going to drop a link for you on Michael Sealey's meditation that I love. It's called Meet Your Future Self. In this meditation, you get to go 5 years in the future and like see what you're doing, what you're like, if you're dating anybody, if what your job is and everything. So you have the ability to leave your body to receive information and healing, and you can also facilitate healing for people energetically. So perhaps through Reiki, or just by talking with them, or guiding them through a meditation or something. And then you do have the ability of writing. You have the ability to write without consciousness. So when you write, it's almost as if something else takes over you completely. So you're very gifted with words and communication. So you're a good speaker. You're good at explaining things. So to be honest with you, I do see if you want to take a spiritual path, you can. You don't necessarily have to. You can take a traditional path. You could be a social worker. You could be a therapist. There's many careers out there like that. But if you just want to peace out after you get your AA and get Reiki certified, or, study underneath a shaman, or, try going to like a spiritual shop and taking courses, or you want to try tarot, even inventing your own type of healing, you can. And I see you writing books. I see you being a very successful author, and a lot of the books you're going to write are going to be about psychology and healing. So, I feel like there's a crossroads for you coming up. It's like you have the ability to continue your college and to even get a master's. And so I see one path where you do that, and I see that going very well. I also see you potentially dropping out and taking a more spiritual path. And so it's up to you. Yeah, part of me does think you're being called to a spiritual path. It might be why you've always kind of felt like you didn't fit in, or maybe you're having psychic dreams. And I also see another path where you're doing tarot. I don't get this message very often for people because it's a really crazy path, and I know because I'm on it. But maybe it's why you've been drawn to me in my readings. I would highly suggest to just get like an oracle deck, maybe not a tarot deck, but maybe get a couple of Doreen Virtue's decks on Amazon. You can get like a pack of 3 of her decks for like $10, and they're legit and they're just really simple. And you can start there and just draw cards, and maybe just draw a card for a friend and like see if they like the message, and just kind of mess around and see if you're into it. It's very possible you might be doing something similar to what I'm doing, like doing tarot and maybe some Reiki, and maybe opening up your own like shop, and like, I don't know, I see something like that. So, there's a crossroads. You could be an entrepreneur on this path, or you could take a more traditional path, and it's really up to you. But one thing's for sure, you're very gifted with healing people. You're gifted in service, you're a teacher, and you're a healer. And so seek out mentors, seek out people that you can work alongside, people that you respect. There's even a message about astrology, like studying astrology a little bit. You might really be into that. And so, yeah, I hope that you do well with your education. Trust yourself with, what path you need to take as far as your schooling. I see you continuing your schooling. Don't get me wrong. It's just there's a potential you might be doing more mentorships and stuff like that, and the Reiki thing or something, versus continuing the school path. But you're also very smart. You might get a master's and then also do the Reiki and stuff like that. So keep an open mind. I hope that that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and we're moving on to the next person.
Kaysan.
Who's next?
Kaysan.
Kaysun?
Kaysan.
Kaysun. All right.
I'm trying to find the question because it was on my phone. It's in the email. Hang on.
All right, so John is pulling up the next person, and I'm having a bite of my piece of bread, so don't mind my chewing. So good.
Should I cut off connection with this person? We're so on and off.
Okay. All right. All right, so this person's asking, Kaysan's asking, should I cut off connection with this person? We're so on and off. So the first thing I usually say in this situation is take the path of least resistance. Sink into your feelings and ask yourself, like, even if you guys are on and off and it's crazy and everyone's telling you to like leave them, you gotta ask yourself how you feel. Does it feel like a weight is lifted off your chest thinking about making that choice? Or does it feel like you'd just be really sad and you'd miss them and you think about them all the time and you'd be really upset? Take the path of least resistance. If you feel like there's a lot of resistance to making the choice of just letting them go, then don't. If you feel like there's a lot of resistance to just continuing the relationship, then let them go. All right, let's draw some cards. We're gonna ask, what does the path look like if you kind of just keep going? What does the path look like if you let them go? So that you can make your own decision here. We'll see what the cards say. What does the path look like if you just continue on in this connection? What does the path look like if you let them go? Yeah, I feel like you're over it. I feel like you need to let them go. The cards are speaking really clear. I thought we'd like look at both sides and like kind of weigh the pros and cons, but like they're clearly pointing to let this person go. It says you probably very soon before you let them go are going to express your love, and you're going to tell them how you feel, and you're going to tell them you want a commitment. And the thing is, the reason why you guys just can't quit each other is because it was a past life relationship. You guys have been together in a past life, and so it's just so familiar. And also, I see that the person you're involved with has got some major mommy issues. And I'm not judging them. I've got mommy and daddy issues. That's why I understand this. They didn't receive the nurturing or the love or the caring or the support they really needed from their mother figure in their life. And so receiving that kind of love from a woman is difficult for them, and this is a wound they're going to be dealing with for a very long time. And I feel like you came in their life to give them that unconditional love. You're the only girl in their life that hasn't played them, and so they keep coming back to you. But the sad thing is they're kind of playing you because it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that they don't expect to receive that nurturing from a woman in their life. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I think they're just trying to give you a background. They have a root chakra issue around women, and so they're playing with your heart, not to excuse them, And there's a message about like you want to respect yourself. You want to free up your energy to be with somebody who does want to make a commitment with you, who does want to be there for you, who does want to support you, who's all about you and commits to only you. And so this is saying like, either way, this situation's going to lead to separation. This wound goes very deep with them. I don't see them healing it anytime soon. And I feel like the longer this goes on, the more and more you yearn for like an authentic connection. You want to be in a committed relationship, but this person does not. And so if you leave them, I do see there's going to be a heart-to-heart conversation about this regardless, deciding like, I don't want to get to know you anymore, you know, and then that's the end of the relationship. But I do see this clears your energy to receive your true soulmate. I get a sense this is a karmic relationship. Maybe you thought it was your twin flame or a soulmate, but I just see it's karmic. You guys had some unresolved issues from a past life you just kind of had to work out. And I feel like a lot of it has more to do with them than you. And I feel like once this person's out of your life, there's going to be a lot of peace around you and you're going to find your happiness again. There will be grief, there will be mourning, there will be a cycle of sadness and depression following this, so just be aware. But allow yourself to go through this, because on the other side you will be reborn. You know, death always leads to rebirth, and so it'll actually end up very positive for you. It'll be a good transformation for you to let this person go. Is somebody new coming in your life? Yeah, this is going to kind of lead to a spiritual awakening. Your energy will be cleared after this. It'll be good for you. Yeah, there's somebody new. There's a relationship on the other side of this. Let me get you a timeline on your new relationship, your new soulmate. 9 months from now. This is such a happy card. It's like abundance, it's bliss, it's happiness. It's the manifestation of something you've been asking for a long time, which is a commitment. And so about 9 months from now, mid to end of summer, this new person comes in your life and you guys make a connection. So release this person, go through the death cycle, and allow yourself to be reborn. I believe in you. You can do it. Don't force it to happen right away. Take some time. Remember to take the path of least resistance. I think a lot of people in your life are telling you to let go of this person, but you need to trust yourself and take your time, because you do have a little bit more karma to work out with them. And, you know, speak your truth, be honest. That way you can feel like you get the closure you needed, to be able to step away from this in peace, with no regrets. So, and that you don't want to be wondering, like, what if, you know, tell them everything you feel and just be honest and put your cards on the table. I feel like it's time for that. And take your time, you know, when you're ready, speak your truth. I hope that resonates with you. And Kason, I'm sending you so much love and light. You've got this. So, all right, who's next?
Alan?
All right, I'm eating that piece of bread.
Alita? Yeah, Ali?
So who?
Ali?
Allie. Sorry.
Cry face.
I know, I'm so sorry, Kason. I tell people the truth, you know. Sometimes I get like a whole bunch of positive readings in a row, like, oh, they're into it, let's do this. And people are like, are you just telling me what I want to hear? But I'm the psychic that will tell you the truth. I'm the one that will, but I always make sure that, like, I'll let you know what you have to look forward to, like what's on the other side when it comes to letting go of somebody in love that's just not, you're not meant to connect with, you know? There's always a bigger plan. I think you're going to look back in retrospect and realize the role this person played in your life. And it'll be beautiful. It's always beautiful to look back and see that the universe really does have your back. Like the pain, the contrast you go through in your life enables you to really love in a deeper way when it comes time. You can't understand the you know, light and love unless you experience the darkness and betrayal, you know. We're living in a world of contrast, up and down, hot and cold, dark and light. You don't know beauty and peace without pain and suffering. You know, that's the truth. So, who's next?
Alita. Ali, sorry.
All right. Allie, what's up? Alita, Allie, let's do this.
I want to know how Alex feels about me. What are his intentions?
All right, so Alex. How cute. That would be Alex and Allie. Aww. That's like the cutest combination. I'm sorry, I'm just like tripping out about how your names kind of twin. You guys would be so cute together. Okay. Allie and Alex. How cute is that? I'm sorry, I can't. I'm shook right now. That is the cutest. But before we freak out about that anymore, we need to figure out if Alex has feelings for you and what are his intentions. Okay. This deck never lies. How does Alex feel about you? Okay, that's interesting. Is Alex out of a breakup? Did Alex have like a really long-term relationship with someone for like around 3 years? I don't know. I'm getting the message that Alex was with for somebody. So Allie, was Alex with somebody for like 3 years or something like that? Let me know, because I'm tapping into that right now. If you're aware, like, do you know of that? Was Alex with somebody for a couple of years? Okay, so yes, he was. Yeah, that 3 year relationship really, really fucked him up. And so he is still stuck in unforgiveness towards that. I was like, what the heck is this card when it came out reversed? And this card reversed is unforgiveness. And so it's sad because Alex like doesn't believe in soulmates. He's really like jaded. And it's funny because like when I first met John, sorry, I don't mean to drag you, John, but when I first met John, he was kind of a tough nut to crack. It took us like months to finally like have a DTR and like end up in a relationship because he just had a bad taste left in his mouth from this girl that totally screwed him over. And so we were very playful together. We had a great connection. We were hanging out all the time. We were flirting. We were hooking up. And it just wasn't moving forward. And later, years down the line, you know, he told me everything. And it turns out it was because of like he'd been betrayed, he'd been manipulated by his ex and all this crap. And so to be honest, I'm bringing up this story from my personal life because I'm getting it as a download, as like a message to you that that's what's going on with Alex here. He has this girl he was with for 3 years or something. It's left a bad taste in his mouth. He doesn't even believe in soulmates. Like, you know how some people are like, love is just a, I don't know, John, when people say about love being just like a something the media, like it sells you something.
Oh, like love in the movies kind of stuff?
Yeah, like some people think, oh, love doesn't exist, it's just something that's in the movies.
Yeah, to like sell.
Like to sell products or something to you. Like, you know, it's almost like he is on that page. And so, so Allie, you're saying, I don't blame him, he was engaged. You don't know if they broke up. Yeah, I don't know. If they haven't broken up yet, you know what's crazy is I don't see that wedding going through. Yeah. So, and he doesn't believe in like love right now. But then there's a message coming through that says trust. It's like the situation's calling for you to have faith. There's playfulness between you guys. There's a lot of flirting going on there. And then it says very soon that this might move forward, or you're gonna get more it's gonna become more clear to you if he's into you or not. And so the message here is actually that this situation with his ex or his ex-fiance or whatever is still kind of going down and is still strong. And I think that's exactly what I was tapping into. And so, yeah, that's so crazy. When you type the details and like I was already getting that download, I'm like shook right now. So I don't know, it's like very soon he's gonna be pursuing you or flirting with you. And so as far as him having feelings for you, he's not like open right now romantically, but what I can say is there's playfulness, okay? And that's a good basis for a relationship. And then seeing the very soon card here and trust is making me think that he does feel a connection. I feel a soulmate connection here. I do feel like you guys are soulmates, and I'm not getting a no. And you know, when it's a no, my spirit guides will literally just be like, nope, and I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta tell this person no. But I don't know, I don't hear the no. My angels aren't telling me that, and so it's like, yeah, they kind of are thinking about you. So what are their intentions with you? Oh crap, this could be the one. So yeah, this is some drama. I have a feeling like you guys are gonna get together, and I feel like because of you, he's gonna call off his engagement or he's gonna step away from that connection. I think that you're there like showing him, and look, you're his true soulmate. You're his true soulmate. And so, and that other person is not. Say let go of control issues, you know, allow the situation to unfold naturally. There's really nothing you can do right now but just be playful and fun and lighthearted with them. And then this is also saying his mind is not really open right now. But I also feel like this is a message that Usually when I get this upright, it means like there's many possibilities for you in love. But to be honest, I feel like this might be your person. So this is gonna get really interesting. You're gonna have to give this time. So let's get the timeline. Yeah, 8 months from now. I have a feeling like he's gonna have to work some stuff out with his ex-fiance for the next 3 to 4 months. 8 months from now, I do see you being pursued by this person. And so definitely keep in touch with me and let me know if that comes through. It does take time, you know, and guys tend to move a lot slower in love than girls. And so when people are getting 8 months or a year prediction from me, sometimes I'm like, they're like sad, but then 8 months later they write me back and they're like, oh my god, it's happening. So I hope you're one of those people that writes me back. Hey Oscar, I did actually answer your question. I think it's in part 2. So I already uploaded the video. John actually said he's gonna try and track down the video yours is in and like read it to you or something. Like let you know the time for it. So, but oh my gosh, Oscar, I channeled like the craziest message to you. Like it was like I was so tapped in. Like you're definitely getting communicated to by that person from the other side. And they had a lot to say. And I actually even got more information about them and like what their role is. Yeah, anyways, just watch it, Oscar. All right, I'm eating the rest of this to get my fuel, and then I'm gonna answer the next question. Who's next, John?
Liminal.
Liminal?
Liminal, that's their username.
I know.
In your last reading with them, you said someone new is coming in. She's trying to date again. How will it go for me on dating apps?
Oh, okay, dating apps. Alright. Well, no. I'm drinking my lemonade. Gotta keep this psychic happy, you guys. I gotta fill my belly. Alright. So, Liminal. Last reading I did for you, I told you someone new is coming in your life. As a bonus, I'm going to give you an update on the timeline, and then you're wondering how dating apps are going to go. First of all, what I can say, always be safe on dating apps. Meet up in a public location. Tell people where you're going. If they try to walk you to your car, like try to park somewhere where a lot of people can see. If they offer to get in your... Sorry, I'm like just being such a mom right now. Just be safe, okay? Google some articles on how to be safe. But like, I have had tons of friends who've met their significant others and like even people they've married on dating apps. And so I met John like 1 year before like the dating apps thing started to get big. And so I feel like if I wasn't with John, I probably would try some dating apps out. You know, if I was trying to find somebody, you know, so I feel like it's definitely an option for you. Just remember there's a lot of fuckboys out there, and there's guys that will literally pretend to be into you until you hit the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th date just to get in your pants. They'll hook up with you and then they'll ghost you. So my biggest advice for you about the dating apps is just like, you know, really make them take you on like 20 or 30 dates, and like they'll drop like flies if they are only interested in one thing, okay? I've had so many friends crying and doing readings for them on guys that took them on 4 or 5 dates and then they hooked up and then they, you know, they disappeared. And so if you want to hook up, great, go for it, have fun, you know? But if you're really looking for a commitment, when it comes to dating apps, you gotta know there's the players out there, and I wish they would just put, because on your profile you could put if you just want to hook up, but a lot of guys will lie. And they'll say, like, I want a commitment too, and then they'll just play you. So that's all I can say. But let's go ahead and see how dating apps are going to go for you. I actually do have a sense you're going to meet this person. But there's also a message that says, keep in mind your soulmate may be different from your usual type and expectations. So when it comes to swiping, obviously, like on Tinder and stuff like that, make sure you read the profiles too, because first of all, not all guys are photogenic. Some guys are really hot in real life, and then online they just look weird. And so make sure that you read the profile too if you're on the fence. And give guys a chance. You know, that's a message. If you're feeling a weird vibe or you're instantly creeped out by somebody, obviously don't read the profile. But make sure you read the profile and you kind of tap into the person. And you know, before you swipe right or whatever it is. I don't know if it's left or right. I don't remember. This is also saying that you gotta kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince. And so it's gonna be a journey. And I think the person you're gonna end up with might be somebody from a different background or different culture. Or maybe not somebody you would usually date. Like, for instance, if you always go for blondes, maybe it's somebody with dark hair. You know what I mean? So they're just saying keep an open mind. Anything else about dating apps? They're saying stay optimistic about your love life, to stay positive because you're very, very close to this new person coming in. I see you making a couple friends through the dating apps. There might be like one guy that just ends up becoming your friend and like he introduces you to his group of friends and then you guys end up all hanging out. And so I actually see a couple friends coming through the dating apps for you, funny enough. You might hang out with somebody and really click with them but realize that you're not attracted to them. And I think you need to be honest and say like, how about we be friends and see if we can bring our friend groups together. You know what I mean? Like, I think you should take opportunities like that and not be afraid to tell somebody like, look, I really click with you, but I just don't feel the chemistry. So let's be friends, or let's see if I can bring my friends and you can bring your friends. Maybe you'll like my friend, or maybe my friend will like your friend, or like, don't be afraid to kind of do that. There's kind of a message about that too, about just trying to get your circle of friends bigger. This is saying that remember that you're a healer and that you're an empath. You might naturally be attracted to narcissists. So before you go on these dating apps, you need to Google and YouTube what is a narcissist, how to tell somebody's a narcissist. And this is narcissistic personality disorder. These are people who are going to love bomb you, and they're going to pretend like they're the best person in the world, and then, you know, once you get in too deep with them, the mask comes off and it turns out they're controlling, they're manipulative, they're abusive. And so you need to be careful because you might naturally be attracted to narcissists. So make sure you trust your gut with these people. I do see you kind of going in circles and like trying to date and not working out, but I see you having fun and I see you learning something new from each person you meet. And this is also saying if you're not having luck, it might just not be the season. It is your destiny though to connect with somebody in love. I see somebody very sweet, very caring, very gentle, definitely attractive. They're confident, but they're not cocky. So if you meet any guys that are kind of cocky, just be like, all right, this is not the guy. And then they're saying that you want to sense a really balanced energy in the person. You know, you want to feel like, are they balanced? Like, you know, are they taking good care of themselves? Like, you know, if they're you know, talking about how much they drink, or like, you know, trying to brag about like weird stuff, or like flexing on you too much, that's a red flag. I see somebody coming in, I see you making a decision. I actually feel like in the end, there's gonna be two guys it's gonna come down between, and you're gonna have to make a decision, and it's gonna be really, really hard. And I feel like you need to choose, and I gave this advice to someone earlier, but choose the one that you're the most attracted to, like chemistry-wise, because that's important. The passion is important. And so, final message about this. Yeah, they're saying you're going to be in separation a little bit longer from your soulmate, so just hang in there. Remember about there's going to be one or two guys that you really click with, but it's more like as friends. So don't be afraid to just be friends, and just to be honest with them about it, and try to get your group of friends together with them. And I see one of your friends actually might end up with one of the guys that you go on a date with, and so just to be open to that. And I think you instantly recognize, oh my gosh, my friend would like this guy, but I don't. Timeline on when you're going to meet your soulmate. It's very possible you'll meet them online. 4 months. So it really isn't that long, but I think for you, you're just like so ready right now. I don't know if you celebrate the holidays, but maybe it's just because you really want someone to celebrate the holidays with, or New Year's with. Maybe it's because it's sweater weather and everybody's like, all these couples everywhere holding hands and wearing little cute scarves and cuddling in the, you know, and you're drinking coffee in the coffee shops together and you're just feeling kind of left out. But in a couple months, you're definitely going to be connected in love. And so I hope that this resonates with you, and I'll see you later. Peace out. So John, how many people do we have left? Just to like let everybody know where we're at.
Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, we have 6 people left. It's the last. We're in the home stretch, you guys. Thank you to everybody who's been waiting all the way till the end to receive their message. I mean, that's why it's only 11:11, because you do kind of have to wait. The last couple people I am gonna go over on, because I just really want to thank you for being here and waiting so long. I really hope it's well worth the wait for you. We really tried to keep the number of people underneath 20, but like 25 people ended up paying me before it was too late. So who's next? We got 6 people left. Woohoo!
Isabella.
Isabella.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, no. Sorry, Isabella.
Uh,
I got your hopes up.
sorry, Nefra.
Nefra. Okay, Nefra is next.
And then Isabella.
Isabella, you're after this next person I do. Okay, so Nefra. Okay. Is it a love question?
I'd like to know about my business and finance. Recently, I was forced to move out from my shop location. Found a new place, just moved in, anxious and worried about it.
Okay, so Nefra, it's actually not a love question. I feel an energy in your love life, Nefra, so hit me up if you ever want a love reading. But you're really concerned about your business right now. And you had to like shut down your shop in one location, and now you're moving to another location and you're just really nervous about it. And so I feel for you. I actually getting a message that this is an opportunity and a blessing in disguise. I feel like the other area you were in got a lot of foot traffic and it was like a good area, but like the rent got really expensive or something, or like something happened and now you're moving the shop to, you know, like you said, another area, and you're nervous because you're like, are people gonna come to the new location? Make sure that you update all your information on the internet. That's the first message. If you don't have anything on the internet about your shop, then now's a really good time to start an Instagram for your shop. Oh, wow. So you were in a really negative situation that made you feel down and scared in my previous location, a lot of setbacks and bullying. So yeah, oh my gosh, I'm really glad you moved to a new location because of that. And I do feel like sometimes the universe will kind of make something, sadly enough, kind of negative happen to kind of push you to where you're supposed to go. Like for instance, I really wanted to travel, and I was living in LA and it was so expensive, and I couldn't really save up. And one day my husband got in a car accident and it was awful, and it was like so crazy. It's like a long story, but because of it, we lost our apartment. We had to move back to the suburbs, and it was like the worst thing ever. However, 6 months later, a couple months later, we were able to save up and save money, and now we're traveling. And so it's kind of a blessing in disguise. And that's what I feel like it was for you. I feel like this new location's gonna be legit. And I'm also getting a download for you about needing to get your business on the internet so people can Google it, making sure your business is on Google Maps. So when people like search the location, they'll actually see your business pop up. And you might have to ask for help with that. But yeah, there's a message about trying to get it on the maps on the internet, and like, you know, just so people can Google it and find it. I don't know if you already have done that, but there's definitely a message about it. And so, let's go ahead and pull some cards about this new location. I feel like you're still really feeling the anxiety from this situation, but it's over now. And I think Spirit's trying to tell you it's over. And this is you, the Queen of Swords. Like, you had to defend yourself. You had to stick up for yourself. There, you know, you had to be really harsh, and it almost like brought a side out of you that was very stressed out, and like you weren't feeling like your happy, playful self there. And so here's the butterfly. Like, this is your new beginning. And then something about this has to do with your twin flame. So I don't know if you're in a relationship, but it's like they're gonna help you, or like a twin flame is coming in, and they're saying you have the strength to carry on. I feel like you're just really exhausted. after all of this bullying, and you just like, now I got to set up my new shop and like start all over. But you're not starting from the bottom. You have a lot established, and I see customers following you from the old location to the new location and like really wanting to support you. There's also a message about having some kind of contest in your shop. I don't know if this make, I mean, you probably can't afford to do a lot of discounts and stuff right now, but there is like, some kind of contest you can do where people win a free something, or just like give away something little, and just have little things in your shop like that to inspire people. There's also a message about the scent in your shop to make sure that you use some sage or maybe some Palo Santo to clear the energy in the new shop, to do a prayer of protection, to hang a picture of your deity or your spirit guide or your God or your whoever you worship, above the door. Whether it's a cross or it's an elephant or it's whatever, I do see a message about that, about some like having positive energy. And then here's the Chariot, actually, which is a really, really positive message about money coming in. And it's the number 7 as well, which is like the number of perfection. And I see this being a perfect location for your new shop. And it's also a beautiful message about how determined you are. This says, if you're going to triumph in this situation, you need to take the reins and not let go. And it's also saying, enlist the help of the forces of nature in your quest. So doing a ritual or doing a special prayer of protection or getting the shop blessed or something is going to help you. And they're saying right now there's no room for you to really be emotional. It's like you need to have single-minded concentration on your goal. So you're still going to have like a little bit of PTSD or like kind of energy, like your mind and your body is so used to the anxiety and the drama of the old location of your shop that you're gonna still feel that going into work sometimes. But you need to remind yourself, like put your hand on your heart and like say affirmations to yourself, like I am safe, like I'm safe now, it's okay, it's over. Like sometimes you have to remind yourself it's over. I wake up every day and tell myself that because I still have a lot of fears related to my past. Reminding myself, it's over, I'm safe, I can take a deep breath. Whew. So take a deep breath with me right now. It's over. Whew. You've done the best. You have moved to a beautiful new shop. And it says you're growing in your ability to meet life's challenges. This is amazing because you've reacted to the situation in the perfect way. You could have just stayed and put up with it, but you found a creative solution and you found a new shop. I'm proud of you, and I know this is exactly what you were supposed to do. They're saying you have willpower. You have confidence. You're going to win in this situation. And then it's also saying the transportation situation might be frustrating for you, but I actually see you saving up money and like getting extra finances because of this shop, and getting a new mode of transportation. It might be a new car or a new bike or something. I definitely see something like that coming in. So any other messages from the angels? I'm being prompted to just like really pull some more cards on this. Keep it simple. I think this has to do with how you set up your shop. I'm getting a message that your last shop was kind of cluttered. I feel like you had a lot of items and you want to offer a lot, but I think it's overwhelming sometimes when you just like, you need to really, keep it clean and find a good like put products in the back. Don't put everything out on the shelves. Like, you just have a couple products and just keep it really simple so people can come in and they can find it. Also, when you put less products on the shelves, people think like, oh crap, if I don't buy this now, it's going to be sold out. Like, they never know how much you have in the back. So if you put just like one more out on the shelf, or maybe 2 or 3, just in case they want to buy a couple more, then they'll be like, oh, it's the last one, and they'll buy it, instead of just putting all 30 of them out there, and people rummaging through it and it getting thrown around, and, put less on the shelves. Keep it simple is what they're saying. And it says you've already released the drama. Just go with the flow. So final message about this situation, hope. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. It's so sweet. They're saying to have hope. So, you guys, we're going to move on to the final part of this series. Oh my gosh.
Good to know.
Huh? I want to give the next person a little bit more than 10 minutes, probably. So,
1, 2,
Isabella.
5.
All right, I know. So, Isabella, we're going to move on to your reading, but we're going to follow me to the last and final part of this. We're in the final stretch, you guys. Thanks for being with me this whole time. We're going to move on to the next part of this reading, okay? The last and final part.